Top of the morning to you, and welcome to 5 for Friday for this Friday, St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, 2023. I got an early start on this issue because I'll be gone Friday and through the weekend at a St. Patrick's Day Bonspiel or curling tournament. Today I have a special bonus edition for you where all 5 topics are centered on generative AI like ChatGPT. This is no longer a signal of change. The change is here, whether you are ready or not. So, ready or not, here we go. We'll start with topic number 1, the latest in chatbot technology. Technology firm OpenAI has released ChatGPT-4, the latest version of its chatbot. It has even more capabilities than its predecessor, GPT-3, including the ability to take your sketch or idea and create a functional website and do other more complex tasks. But it still has some issues. It makes lots of errors, and it doesn't learn from them. It offers bad advice, perpetuates social biases, and doesn't show its sources when asked about data or other research. But each version is slowly going to be better than the previous one, and things can move fast in the tech world. So make sure you're staying on top of things. Speaking of that, let's talk about the ethics of using AI in story number 2. First of all, since the big tech firms don't want to reveal their trade secrets, we don't know how these tools function. So perhaps we also don't know when they're malfunctioning, which is a concern. 2 years ago, Google had an AI ethics team that wrote about the dangers of models like ChatGPT. Google ended up firing the women that wrote the paper and restructuring the AI ethics team. But it turns out that their warnings were spot on. We really need to have a code of ethics for how and when we use AI to be sure it's done ethically and responsibly. The problem is, who is going to take on that task? In my opinion, there should already be a code of ethics before we start playing with more uses. So my advice to you, exercise caution with any life or death decisions that rely on AI. And with that, let's move on to story number 3, scary uses of AI. Starting with, what would happen if AI was in charge of life or death decisions? It wouldn't go so well, according to an ER doctor who tested ChatGPT to see if it could diagnose problems. It was right about half the time, but at least once it was so far off that the patient could have died. A little less scary, but concerning nonetheless, ChatGPT is such a great writer that it is making it easier to be a cybercriminal. With no spelling and grammar errors in the phishing emails, we are more likely to actually fall for them and click on the links or whatever we're supposed to be doing to turn over our private information or money to those cyber thieves. There will always be people using technology for nefarious ways, so it will be hard to prevent that. The bigger concern is relying too heavily on AI when we don't know how it makes its decisions. All right, moving on to story number 4, where we look at some cool uses of AI that are safe and definitely not evil. This includes a high school math and science teacher using ChatGPT for class prep. The tool not only can create fun songs and poems about math and science concepts, but also it generated some great quiz questions and suggested interactive games for her students. This is a great use that is safe and not at all evil. AI can also be used by creatives to help them find creative collaborations that humans might not have considered on their own, or like by fashion designers to create unique fashions based on customers' preferences. The tools are still in their early stages, so it requires a series of iterations and requests to uncover a few great nuggets, but very promising. Larger companies are adding AI features to their existing tools, including companies like Salesforce and Grammarly, which are allowing users to automate more tasks, including things like composing emails and helping with marketing and sales outreach. Interestingly, breweries have been using chatbots to not only help with label artwork and social media, but also to develop new beer recipes. Cool and not evil at all. The list goes on, and there are more examples in the paid newsletter, but suffice to say that there is an endless list of creative ways to take advantage of this technology. Just stick to creativity and avoid anything fact-based or life or death related. Who'd have thought that technology would be better at creativity than it is at something fact and data-based like market research? Crazy. All right, now let's move on to our final story, story number 5. Everybody is using AI. Yep, if you haven't found a way to take advantage of this technology yet, then you are behind the curve. Chatbots provide a great way to help improve your customer service without having to hire lots of people. And Google is working to incorporate generative AI into its Gmail and Google Docs so that you can just type in a topic or outline and the tool will generate a draft for you that you can then customize and personalize to send out. So in that way, you would be using ChatGPT or generative AI. Now combine that with the creativity capabilities of ChatGPT, and you can have a whole sales and marketing team that is made up of one person and ChatGPT. ChatGPT can create the sales and marketing materials, the print and graphic designs, and draft the sales messages and respond to customer inquiries. The human is there to oversee the chatbot and make sure it doesn't resort to fake information, biased information, or any other scary and bad things it's been known to do. So there you have it, one whole 5 for Friday on generative AI. I hope that this issue serves as that whack on the head that some of you might need to realize that the future is here and now when it comes to delegating a wide variety of creative tasks to technology. I expect that if you're watching this, you should be either already trying out tools like ChatGPT or working on ideas to take advantage of similar technology to make your business work better and faster. The good news for me, ChatGPT only knows up to 2021, so it can't possibly take over my 5 for Friday duties yet. And a little bonus for you this week, I asked ChatGPT to tell me a joke that combines St. Patrick's Day and AI, and here's what I got. Why did the AI wear green on St. Patrick's Day? Because it wanted to blend in with the leprechauns in the data forest. Ha! Funny, huh? All right. Happy St. Patrick's Day from 5 for Friday. Have a great weekend, and I hope to see you here next week. Thanks.